Children are likely getting more screen time than ever right now. From virtual classrooms to cell phones, many parents are worried that they're getting too much. News 3 anchor Jessica Larche took those concerns to the experts at CHKD.
What types of choices should parents be looking at when it comes to not necessarily just the fact that they're having screen time, but the quality of the screen time?
When you look at things like social media, are they having conversations like you and I are having right now where it's taking place of that face-to-face interaction? I think there's a lot of value in that, especially when we have kids who are birth to a year. Screen time is not recommended, but when kids are able to see a caregiver face-to-face or a grandparent reading a story or somebody reading a story to them, there's so much value to that because they can see your face, they can practice words. Whereas if they're just scrolling through pages, it's actually really hard on your eyes. And it also makes your brain just not be able to connect as much. So it makes it harder to take a nap or to fall asleep. So what I would say is face-to-face interactions like we're having right now, there's a lot of value in that because that's taking place of our in-person interactions. If you're thinking of balancing between kind of that, you just get screen time just to purely look and play a game on the screen, or are you going to do an active playtime where it's maybe if you're pulling up a game system and you're doing Just Dance, that's screen time, but it's also very active, beneficial play for your body. It'll also tire your kids out. But I would definitely balance that active screen time and kind of an active play along with just kind of scrolling through some fun apps.
Are there any signs that we should look for that says, okay, wait, maybe they're on social media or these screens too much?
Yeah, I think it's really, things that we would see in ourselves too. Are your kids complaining of their eyes are so tired or headaches? Are they kind of reclusing back to their room a lot? Are they not verbally or socially interacting with their family? I think those are times where we need to set limits as caregivers and say, okay, you're having a headache and I think you've been on your device a little bit too long. Let's get outside and play. Let's go outdoors and take a break from the screen or read an actual book that doesn't have the same lighting as a screen would have. I am a strong believer that we don't have cell phones or social media or computers in bedrooms, especially for kids. They should be in an open area, and that's just a great way for a caregiver to be able to control or limit what a kid is watching and viewing. Keep it away from meal times. Allow for some face-to-face fun interactions. And right now, I would say if you're at a mealtime and you just don't know what to talk about, write down just some fun questions for your kids. Like if you were to go on a vacation anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? So allow them to also use their imagination, which sometimes screens take away our imagination. So screen-free in bedrooms, screen-free in at the kitchen table or meal times. I think that's really important.
Hood is also encouraging parents to give themselves some grace. She says it's okay if kids are getting more screen time right now. Just be more concerned with quality instead of quantity.